In a quiet village nestled between green hills, lived a young man named Karan. His life was simple. He tilled the land, tended his goats, and spent evenings with his family. Every day the village felt enough. Food was modest, laughter was abundant, and the river sparkled like silver under the sun. Karan often watched travelers passing through, carrying rare goods and shining coins. A seed of longing planted itself in his heart. "If only I had gold like that," he whispered. "Then I could be happy, truly happy." One morning, a merchant arrived in the village carrying a strange golden cup. He said it could grant wealth to anyone who possessed it, but only if their heart desired it deeply. Karan's eyes widened. He offered to trade his goat for the cup. The merchant smiled and handed it to him. The moment Karan held it, he felt excitement surge through him. Finally, he thought, "I will never be poor again." But the cup was not empty. It demanded attention, care, and more than anything, desire. It whispered to Karan, showing visions of mountains of coins, grand houses, and endless feasts. Soon, Karan's modest farm transformed. Fields flourished unnaturally, cows multiplied, and his house glimmered in gold. Villagers whispered in awe, yet fear lingered in their eyes. Karan spent less time laughing, less time helping neighbors, and more time counting coins, polishing the cup, and imagining what more he could possess. Happiness, which had once been simple, became distant. He dreamed not of sunsets, but of vaults overflowing with treasure. Friends came to visit, but he dismissed them. "I have work," he said, though his work was only polishing gold. One night, lightning struck the hill above his house. The cup toppled from its pedestal, and in that instant, Karan's wealth vanished, fields burnt, cows scattered, and his golden house crumbled. He ran to the village, but people avoided him. The friends he had ignored were gone. Karan sat alone, clutching the empty space where the cup had been. Hunger gnawed at him, cold seeped into his bones, and the laughter he had abandoned now haunted his memory. For the first time, he understood happiness was never in gold. It had been in the life he had left behind. Days passed. Karan rebuilt a small hut beside the river. He shared food with neighbors, tended his few goats, and watched the sun set over the hills. Though his home was humble, laughter returned to him, this time genuine, not bought. He often thought of the golden cup. It promised everything, he whispered to himself, yet it took more than it gave. True happiness comes not from wanting more, but appreciating what you already have. Years later, Karan became known as the wisest man in the village. Children asked him the secret of happiness. He would smile and say, "Greed will always steal joy. Treasure what you have, cherish what is yours, and happiness will follow. Wealth without contentment is emptiness.